Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Your Name, and I'm thrilled to have you join us today. We dive into fascinating topics about technology, AI, and how they impact our lives. Today, we're going to explore a really intriguing concept in the world of artificial intelligence, specifically language models. Have you ever wondered what happens when a language model produces information that seems plausible but is, in fact, completely untrue? That's what we call hallucination in language models. So, let's break it down together. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is hallucination in language models, and why should I care? Great question! This phenomenon is increasingly important as we rely more on AI for everything from writing assistants to customer service. So, let's dive into the details. To understand hallucination in language models, we first need to know a little bit about how these models work. Language models, like OpenAI's GPT-3 or Google's BERT, are designed to understand and generate human-like text. They do this by analyzing vast amounts of data from books, articles, websites, and more. The goal is to predict what words or phrases should come next in a sentence based on the context provided. However, sometimes these models can generate information that sounds credible but is entirely fabricated. This is what we call hallucination. Let's take a simple example. Imagine you ask a language model, "Can you tell me about the history of the Eiffel Tower?" It might respond with a beautifully detailed answer, including facts about its construction and opening date. But then it throws in something like, "The Eiffel Tower was originally built as a lighthouse for ships." Now, while the rest of the information might be accurate, that lighthouse detail is a hallucination. The model created something that sounds reasonable but isn't true. Another common example involves references to studies or books that don't actually exist. You could ask, "Can you summarize the findings of the study on the effects of chocolate on mood by Dr. Jane Smith?" The language model might generate a convincing summary, complete with statistical data and conclusions. But if Dr. Jane Smith and her study are fictional, that's a classic case of hallucination. So, why do these hallucinations occur? There are a few reasons. First, language models are trained on massive datasets, and they can sometimes pick up on patterns that lead to incorrect conclusions. They don't have an understanding of truth, they simply generate text based on probabilities. If the model encounters enough instances of similar phrases or concepts, it might produce something that fits the pattern, even if it's inaccurate. Second, the models lack real-world understanding and context. They don't know things in the way humans do. Instead, they rely on statistical associations. This means they can generate sentences that sound right but may not reflect reality. Now, why should we be concerned about hallucinations in language models? The implications are significant, especially as these models are used in applications like news generation, education, and healthcare. If a model generates false information, it can lead to misinformation spreading rapidly. For instance, in healthcare, a hallucinated response suggesting a non-existent treatment could have serious consequences. Research indicates that hallucinations can occur in up to 20% of generated outputs, especially in open-ended tasks. That's a substantial number when you think about it. So, what can be done to reduce hallucinations? Researchers are actively working on several strategies. One approach is improving the training data quality. By ensuring that models are trained on more reliable and verified sources, we can help curb the generation of false information. Another strategy is employing better fine-tuning techniques, where models are adjusted based on specific tasks or domains. This can help improve the accuracy of the responses. Additionally, creating robust systems for fact-checking AI-generated content is essential. This could involve integrating AI with verified databases or human oversight to catch inaccuracies. To sum it up, hallucination in language models is a fascinating yet concerning aspect of AI technology. While these models can generate incredibly useful and engaging text, the potential for creating misinformation is something we must be aware of. As technology advances, it's essential for developers, researchers, and users like us to stay informed and vigilant. So, what can you do? Always double-check information provided by AI, especially if it seems too good to be true. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who might find this topic interesting. Let's spread awareness together. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more educational content, and leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions about language models. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.